Hello, everyone. Hello, it's Julia from the Paper and Ink Boutique, and I'm here at my home craft room for Monday Night Live. Hello. So if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. Yes, I do this most Monday nights at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. It's Monday Night Live. Hello, everyone. Hello, Julie, Lynn, Carrie. Hi, thanks for joining me. Hello, everyone. And then the first Tuesday of every month, one of my craft consultants or creative team member does mystery bag surprise. So I think this is the fourth mystery bag surprise we've done since the fall. So these always make me a little nervous because I have no idea what they're giving me. I really don't. And tonight it's Jeanetta's mystery bag. And I believe when we started talking about this back in September, I thought it was Jeanetta's idea the first time. But she hasn't done one yet. And today is the first one. So I'm excited, but I'm also kind of terrified because I have no idea what Jeanetta has in store for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do, lots of people are joining. Hi, everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my overhead camera. So just give me a moment to do that. There we are, the overhead cam. Perfect. Okay, there we are. I was trying to do a full screen, but then I lose the chat. So let's just do this. Okay, wonderful. Thank you and welcome. I'm glad you're here. So this is what Jeanetta gave me last week. And on the front, she says, I should have my die cutting machine, which I do. My die cutting machine's behind me. Paste, which I'm assuming she means like texture paste, something like that. And I have a whole bunch of those. I've got stencil butters. I've got, just a ton of paste behind me. So I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. Rub-ons. So I have all of my 49 and Market, all those gorgeous rub-ons. I've got those here in all the different colors. And so those are here for me to dive into. Spray water bottle. Got it. And my heat gun. Got that. Okay. Who is ready to open the bag? Hi, Brenda. How are you? Oh, Nancy, you're giving me a drum roll. Okay, let's not wait. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, bag is empty. Okay, so in here, this is Jeanetta's creation. This is what she's created using the same stuff. So we'll look at Jeanetta's later. Let's set that aside. There we go. Oh, she's given me a paste. Okay, so she's giving me a Snowfall grit paste. There we are. So that's in there. Okay, we've got a couple of sheets of paper, kind of heavy. Sound, I don't know, maybe 100 pound. That's good. Oh, what do we have here? Jeanetta, what are we doing? Okay, so in here we've got, here we go. Okay, she's giving me a piece of old, looks like dictionary paper. Got that. Oh, that's fun. She's giving me a Tim Holtz stencil. There we are. And she's also giving me a die from the Tim Holtz Gentleman. I see. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to leave him in there because I don't want all his pieces going missing. So I have a die cut to work with. I've got a stencil. She's giving me some old dictionary paper. She's giving me some paste. We also have a stencil. Love this stencil. I have this one. Love it. Got a stencil to work with. And, a die. Okay, so this is one of the new dies from Vicky Papanawanu. It's the Umbrella Bloom from Spellbinders. Interesting. Okay. Okay, let me think for a moment. Okay, I'm thinking. My brain is not doing anything right now. I'm thinking. I am actually stumped. I don't know what to do. You know what? I've done a lot of cards. Let me do, I'm going to do like a mini journal page. How about that? Let's do a mini journal page. So I'm going to take one of the sheets of paper. I'm going to cut it in half. We're just going to do a mini journal page. So I'm going to cut it in half this way. Okay, so let's set that aside just in case I do want to do some die cuts later. Okay, so I'm just going to do a mini journal page. We're going to start with this. Okay, sorry, I am still not sure what I'm going to do. Still not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this, but I think I'm going to use this kind of in my background. So what I'm going to do, let me grab out some matte medium. I wasn't prepared to use matte medium, so give me a second. I got to find it. Here we are. Collage medium. Oh my God. Okay, there. Got it. Thought I was going to have to call Glenn to come open it for me. Okay, so I've got some matte medium. If you're unfamiliar with what matte medium is, it's like a glue. It's like a liquid glue. So I'm going to use this. I'm glad everyone is so excited for this. I'm terrified. So I'm just going to take some matte medium and I'm just going to start putting it on my paper here. Okay, not gesso, matte medium. Because what I want to do is I want to take this, I want to lay it down. I want to let it dry for a little bit. I want to let that dry, and then I'm going to start tearing it back. So just give that a minute. I'm going to let that dry for a second. I need it to dry so I can start tearing this back. But it does need to dry for a minute. Now let me go back here and see what else we have. Okay, stencil, probably definitely going to use that. Am I going to use this? I am not sure. I'm not sure about that. Definitely going to use our gentleman die cut. Definitely going to use this. Now I should start looking through my... Yeah, let's start looking through these and see if what I have for rub-ons to use. Let's see, maybe that. Not that. Oh, that one maybe. I have a lot of rub-ons. Okay, so I'm inspired by these two. And let me see what I have in here. What else? Oh, maybe the words. Maybe that. That would be good. Yeah, let's go with that for right now. Okay. How's this coming? Okay, there. I'm getting kind of the effect. So what I did is I put matte medium down the back, and that I put the dictionary paper on. And now I'm going to start kind of slowly peeling this back because I'm just trying to get some of it, not all of it off, but I am trying to get some of it. So I'm just going to start kind of gently peeling this back because I want to get kind of a texture, kind of a worn look to it. Oops, don't tear off everything. Okay, start peeling this back a bit. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, so just kind of a worn look to it. Now I'm just going to take, I've got a sanding block here. I'm just going to see about sanding a little bit more back. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take some of these rub-ons. Sorry, let me get all these bits of paper. Okay. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, you're wondering what I did. I took half of a sheet of 8.5 by 11, cut it in half. I put some matte medium, collage medium, matte medium, on the entire back, and then I laid the dictionary paper on. Left it for, I don't know, maybe a minute-ish, kind of, and then peeled it back. And then I'm left with kind of this distressed look. Now, I think I'm I am, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. Oh boy, these challenges, they are a challenge. Okay, I am going to take some more matte medium and I'm going to go over my paper because I want to seal it, because I'm probably going to be adding some paint. I'm probably going to be adding some paint to it, maybe some ink. So I want to seal this because I don't want that ink and paint sinking into this paper. Plus, it'll also give me the opportunity to wipe back if I want to wipe anything back so we can still see bits and pieces of this dictionary paper. Okay, so matte medium all over the back, nice thin coat over that. Perfect. That goes in the water. I'm just going to give this a quick blast of heat. It's still a little sticky. I used a lot of matte medium on there, I guess. Okay, there. Just going to let it cool down. Now I'm going to take, I wasn't planning on using paint, so I'm just going to pull my paint cart over here a little bit closer to me. I am going to, kind of keeping in the theme of the dictionary paper, I am going to, here, let's use a little bit of sand. Okay. You know what? No, hang on. Mermaid. I'm looking for agave. Just give me a second. I need to find agave. Here we are. Okay, I'm going to use agave. The reason why I went is I looked at some of the rub-ons that I pulled off, and I like this one. The reason why I pulled out this one is it's got this wonderful floral, but you can see the background of it kind of looks the same as here. So it's just going to add another layer. Okay, so I'm just going to take my agave. Not too much paint, a little bit. Take my brayer. Just going to add some paint. Not a lot, just a little. Okay, that's good. Clean up my brayer. Now I'm going to take a little bit of sand, so it's kind of a light brown color, beige. So agave and sand are the two that I'm using. This is all about building up layers too. You know, I always talk about building up layers. Okay, there we are. There's the paint portion of this. Now let me just clean this up a little bit. Clean up my brayer while I'm thinking of it, because I never clean it up, and then I'm cursing myself the next time I go to use it because it's covered in paint. Okay, there we are. So that's what I've done so far. Okay. Give this a quick dry. We want to make sure all that paint on there is good and dry. Okay, so before I am going to do a texture paste. I don't think I'm going to use Snowfall. I think I'm going to use something a little bit different. So I'm not going to use this one. But before I do that, I do want to put on some rub-ons. So what I'm going to do, let me grab my scissors. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use I'm just going to cut kind of up the side there because I don't want it to be perfect. Okay, and let me grab my pressure tool here. Now let's do this first. Okay, so these are the 49 and Market rub-ons, and I love them so much. They are amazing. So we're just going to rub this on. There we are. So I just added some rub-ons down that side. Now I'm going to come back, and I'm actually going to take out some of this green that I have. What do I want? I feel like I need to add some green to it. So let's do this one. Okay. Let's add that in there. Ooh, I'm loving that. And let's add this up here. I've got a little bit left on here, so let's not waste it. Let's add that on. Perfect. Now, let me go back to this one. Am I going to use that one? I don't know. I'm going to wait on that one. I'm not sure. Now, do I have... I happen to have this stamp set out. Just give me a second. Just looking what else I have here. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, this is I just happen to have this one out on my desk. I wasn't planning on using it, but I just had it here on my desk because I was doing something with it earlier. This is a Hot Picks from Paper Artsy. I can't recall if we still have this one in stock. HP 1304 Easy. And the reason why I love this one is it's got this wonderful, I love it, this wonderful script stamp. And I absolutely love it. Okay, so let me grab an ink pad here. I'm going to ink that up. And I'm just going to add in some stamping. This is all adding in those layers, right? We're just adding layers. Love it. Good. Make sure this is all dry. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Dictionary paper, use that. I brayered on some paint. We put on some rub-ons. Liking it so far. Now, what I think I want to do is I do want to add a smidge, not a lot, a smidge of gesso, because I do want to create a space for a focal point. So I do want to kind of push some of this to the back. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to use gesso. I'm going to use heavy cream. That is another paint. Here we are, another paint from Paper Artsy, heavy cream. Okay, Christine has a really interesting question. I'm just going to post it on there on the page. When you coat the dictionary paper with a matte medium, does that make it archival safe? I don't, well, it seals it. So I guess if you're sealing it, it would. Would I trust it with a favorite family photo on top of it? I don't know if I would. But the reason why I seal it is because if I wanted to go in, I can't now because well, maybe I could. If I wanted to come in and rub some of this back to reveal some of that dictionary paper, I can go in and rub some of that paint back. It's a little dry right now, so it's not really rubbing back. But if it was still wet, I can go in and rub that back. And now that that dictionary paper is sealed, I'm not going to wreck it. So that's why I sealed it, because I wasn't sure if I put too much paint on, then I can rub it back. That's why I sealed it. Okay, so I'm going to take just a little bit of the heavy cream color of paint from Paper Artsy, and I'm just going to add a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just trying to push it to the back a little bit. Okay, let's wipe off that brayer. I don't think I'm going to use my brayer again, but you never say never. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay. Give this another dry. So I do want, if I bring my gentleman die in here, if we start looking at him, just going to cut that piece out. Die didn't quite cut all the way, so let me just pop that out. There we are. Easy peasy. When you have a die cut that doesn't cut all the way through, sometimes it's easy to just take your scissors. Just trim out the little bit. You're not performing brain surgery. You will not kill the gentleman die cut. There we are. Good enough. Okay, so there we go. We've got him. Now there are some little bits in here. We've got his umbrella. Oh, we've got 2 umbrellas and 2 canes. Okay, I'm not sure what I'll use, but let me just set those to the side. Let's just focus on our gentleman here. Oop. There we go. Okay. I do want to add in just going to open up this stencil. This is a layering stencil from Sizzix, and that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at creating my focal point. So I want this to go underneath, I believe. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Give me a second. Texture paste. Let's see. What do we have here? Gold? Do I want to use gold crackle paste? Maybe. Is it still good? It is still good. Well, let's use it because it's still good. What I want to do first is I want to take sorry, I'm looking for a brown ink. And I thought I had an archival brown ink. Apparently I do not. I only have hickory smoke, so hickory smoke it will be. Okay. So I'm using hickory smoke archival. If you do have any questions, I can see your comments. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Plus, I'm going to do a little bit up at the top just to help balance it out. So just a little bit there. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. Now what I'm going to do, let me bring this stencil back in. And I shouldn't have moved, the stencil. There we go. Got it, I think, maybe. Okay, anyhow, doesn't matter. I was going to try and line it back up again, but that's too complicated. So I'm going to pick up some of this texture paste, this gold texture paste, and I'm just going to add in kind of where my gentleman is going to be standing. This texture paste is going to just give him just something to stand on. So I'm not doing all of it, just doing a little bit down here because that'll give him something with some weight, and it'll keep him from looking like he's floating on the page. Just going to set that aside for a second and clean this up and clean Jeanetta's stencil up as well. I don't want to give Jeanetta's stencil back with her with crackle paste on it. How's everyone doing out there? Are you all doing good? Have you been enjoying the mystery bag surprise? One of my craft consultants said, she goes, we should mix it up and you should give us mystery bags. And I mentioned it to the rest of the craft consultants and they all looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, no. So apparently this is all on me. I don't mind these. They do sort of stress me out just because I don't really know what's happening. But this is going to be an art journal page. So no, there is no point of it adding a photo. No, this is going to go in my art journal. I could add a photo to it, and I have added photos to my art journal page, but I'm doing an art journal page. So he's just going to go in my art journal. Not everything I do has to involve photos. In fact, most of what I do does not involve photos. Most of what I do is mixed media, and I do it for my mental well-being because crafting makes me happy. So that is why I do it. I'm just going to take a little bit of heat to this. Sorry, just wipe some of that off the edge. And I have to say, I'm at the point in my life when I'm crafting that what am I doing? Somebody asked, what am I doing? This is Monday Night Live surprise. So I'm trying to create something. That's what I'm doing. When I started scrapbooking, I was in my mid-20s, and I was a scrapbooker and a card maker for years and years and years. And everything needed to be perfect and straight and cut properly and centered and all of that. I got into mixed media about 9 years ago, and it was very freeing for me. It was very freeing where I could just sit down and play and not have the end result in. Now, I will say the first 2 years of getting into mixed media was very stressful because I was trying to let go of everything needing to be perfect. Hi, Andrea. Okay, I don't think that's quite dry. It has started to crack a little bit, but that's fine. I am going to come in with another ink. Trying to find another ink. Let's do an oxide. Let's see what we've got here. I think I want to do a green. Yes. Yeah. Mixed media, for me, doing mixed media, doing my art journal, let's get real. My art journal is never going to be in the Louvre. I create it for myself. Maybe after I'm gone, my children will enjoy it. I have no idea. But that's not my problem. I just create it for the sake of being creative. That's really the only reason why I do it. I don't make these to give away to friends. I don't do it for that reason. I do it just because it makes me happy. That is why I do it. That texture paste is still a little damp, so I'm not going to. There we are. So I use the other stencil that Jeanetta gave me. Add a little bit of cracked pistachio there. I'm not really going big on the colors. I'm really just using, fairly neutral colors. Oh, Finn. I love Finn. I really need to get her to come back to the store. The first time she was at the store was absolutely amazing. Her classes were crazy cool. Did you come to those, Monica? I'm trying to remember if you were. That seems like such a long time ago. Okay. I am determined not to give dirty stencils back to Jeanetta. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay. You know, sometimes, and I tell this to people all the time, because there are people who find scrapbooking and making mini journals and making cards kind of stressful, which I mean, I understand. Yeah, especially if you're making it for somebody, it could be very stressful. But that's what another reason why I like this, because I can just do it for myself. And if I don't like it, I can toss it out and nobody's going to know about it but me. But you know what? It's very rarely that I toss these things out. I'll like slap a die cut on it, slap a sentiment on it, into my art journal it goes, and there you go. I'm happy I've created something. My hands are messy, and I am thrilled. Just trying to see. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use any of these. Okay, I'm going to set those aside because right now I'm not feeling it. Okay, but this is, I really like this. Do I have a journal book that I would glue this in? I have about 12 journals going right now, and a lot of these pages are just kind of scattered. I will probably eventually bind them together. I just haven't found the time. People have asked me to do a walkthrough of my journals. Some of my journals are very personal, and I don't share them. But I have other ones where they're just kind of play journals, and maybe someday, maybe on a Monday Night Live, I'll do a walkthrough of them. Sorry, this ink is still wet. I just re-inked my oxides, so they're very juicy right now. That's very inky. Okay, now I'm going to start. I just had to grab my foam roll here. I am going to put him on there, but sorry, I had to go to my other side of my craft room because I also have a lot of these paper dolls from Tim Holtz. So I was going to see maybe if I had something that I could put with this die cut, because I have a lot of these paper dolls. Oh, that's actually kind of cool, that one. Or maybe this one, maybe that one. I love the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I do. I love them. I buy them and I keep them. I hoard them. I have boxes and I love these paper dolls. I just use them all the time. Okay, I think I'm going to put this guy in front of there. I don't know why. I just feel like there needs to be more than just one person. So this guy, I am going to glue flat. Oh, that's all right, Jeanetta. No, see, this is just for me to, like, create on the go. Okay, so this guy's going to be flat on here. And then I'm going to pop up the boy with his dog on top. But if you can see where I did the texture paste on there, so it's almost like he's standing on the texture paste, and it just helps ground him. It helps him feel like he's standing on something rather than floating on the page. So that's why I use that, is it helps ground your characters or your faces, people, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to use some 3D foam on the back of these guys. Yeah, I've been doing mixed media for about 10 years. I always lose count. I think it's about 10 years. And the reason why I started doing it, it was therapy at the time. I was in recovery from cancer, and I just found it. I needed a creative release, but I didn't want to do cards, and I didn't want to do scrapbooking. So I got into mixed media, and like I said at the time, it was therapy for me, and I just loved it so much that when I was finished using it, for the therapy sessions I was doing, I just kept going. I just kept searching out, how do I do this? And what am I going to use it with? And what am I going to do? And so it was just a lot of fun. I liked it. I don't think we're going to use those, but I'm loving how this is. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Let me see. Do I... oh. I'm just looking to see. I know of a lot of scrapbookers and card makers who are getting into mixed media just because not that they're bored with scrapbooking and card making. They're just looking for another creative outlet. And also a lot of techniques that I use in my scrapbooking or in my mixed media, I also use on scrapbook page and cards. So all these techniques I will use in card making and scrapbooking. They are not independent of each other. When I make a card, I will still use them. So yeah. I don't know. I wanted to use these rub-ons, but I'm really feeling. I do a lot of stamping. I don't do a lot of rub-ons in my art journal. I'll use these on cards, but not in my art journal a whole lot. But and I just love these rub-ons. They go on so easy. There you go. Okay, I am really loving this. I just don't know what else I want to put on it. Do I want to do that? I know, I feel like that is not going to work now. Let me go back to this one. You know what? Some of these I think would look really great. Needs more butterflies and moths and such. Let's do this. Okay. That is fun. And you see, you can create an art journal page very quickly and very easily. And it doesn't have to take all day, and it doesn't have to take hours. And I didn't make that much of a mess. The die set was Tim Holt's Gentleman, and I believe it's one of the newer ones. I think it was from chapter 1 of this year. And I think Jeanetta, I know Jeanetta's here. I think it has three gentlemen in it. Okay, the white needs to go. There we are. I think it has 3 gentleman dies in it. Jeanetta, if you can confirm that, because for some reason my brain is not. Yeah. So there you go. I love that. Now I am also, hang on, because I always have to edge my pages. I can't just leave them like this. I have to edge them. And I have all these crayons. So let's grab out, what do I want? Do I want a Vicky Boo? Do I want a Boo Boo one? I'm looking for black. That's what I'm looking for. But maybe I will do, what do I want? Dark green, maybe? maybe dark green. Perfect. So this is a dark green distress crayon. This is Pine Needles. And what I'm going to do to save myself from making a lot of a mess. Yes, Jeanetta says it is. And I believe it was chapter 1 of 2023. And there's 3 gentlemen in it. Yeah. I like to frame. I like to frame my pages. So I'll sometimes use black, but this one doesn't have a lot of black to it except for my figures. So let's leave them on there and make them the focal point. So I'm just going to run my crayon down the edge, and then I'm going to run my finger. There we go. Just along that edge, and I'm just going to use my finger because these are very soft and wax-like. And I'm just going to rub that in. Oh my goodness, I am loving this. I really feel it needs a sentiment. And maybe a snarky sentiment. I haven't used these a whole lot. I need to actually get them out. These ones make me funny. These ones make me laugh, I mean. How do they, they're very similar to gelatos, actually. I do have in that little container where I had my crayons, there was one gelato in there. Now, you might not be able to see that because it's very small, but what it says is, I'm not crazy. The voices tell me I'm entirely sane. Oh, love it. Okay. I think I'm going to call that one. I think I'm done. I really do. I don't think I want to add anything to it. I like it. Yeah, if you're wondering, these are fairly new from All in Create. They've got a series called Bite Me and a series called Sharp Tongue. And they come in 3 colors, and I had to get all of them because I'm very sarcastic. Sarcasm is my love language. So, and my husband's been with me for 30 years and he knows that. So this is all Bite Me. White craft and black, and then white craft and black Sharp Tongue. And they're amazing. They're amazing. I just can't get enough of them. Okay, so there we are. Mine is done. I love it. I think that turned out really well. There's some stenciling on there. There's some paste. Oh, stupid. There we are. Love it. Now, we have to reveal what Jeanetta did. What are the odds that Jeanetta created something exactly like mine? Slim to none, I believe. Slim to none, I believe. We're going to go with that. So let me grab Jeanetta's. Here's Jeanetta's. Clean up a mess here. Okay. This is where it gets fun. Here we are. Oh, she did do mixed media. Jeanetta, you surprised me. Only hers is much bigger. And she used the die. I did not use the die. There we go. Yeah, using a crayon along the outside edge just gives it a nice frame to it, kind of like pulls it all together. So that's why I like doing it. I usually do black. I'm actually really glad I did not find my black one because I think it would have been a little bit too harsh. But this is Jeanetta's and I love it. And she did use the Snowfall Grit paste, which is lovely, by the way. You can see it here. And she used it through that beautiful stencil. Now, I don't know, Jeanetta, did you use sprays? Oh, never mind. She tells me right here. They always tell me and I always forget. So let's look and see what she used. She used oxides, salvage patina, uncharted mariner, and prize ribbon. She used the grit paste. She did use the 49 in market, the rub-on transfers defining words, and she used the Tim Holtz Gentleman cut from black chipboard, and she used the Spellbinders umbrella, and then she used the book page and the Tim Holtz stencil there. So there you go. We use the exact same, and look how different they are. Look how gorgeously different, and yet we use the same products. Oh, awesome. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Oh, and the stencil at the bottom. That's right. Sorry, missed that. It's so funny. So this stencil set is 6 stencils. Trying to remember. 4 stencils. And we both ended up using the exact same stencil out of the 4, which I think is very cool. So thank you, Jeanetta. That was a great challenge. Thank you so much. Now, I usually go an hour. We're a few minutes early. So what I'm going to do, I just want to show you this. This is my 6x6 journal. Now, I say journal, but what I started doing at the beginning of last year is I took a mandala drawing class with Tracy Scott. And let me just say, it was the most amazing class ever. And that one we did as a 12 by 12. Yeah, 12 by 12 square mandala. And it was so much fun. And then I did a circle mandala one with her. So I have this journal, and I keep it in a little bag that I keep in the living room. And when I'm sitting watching TV or just nothing else to do, I will sit and I will draw and I will color mandalas. Now, is this mixed media? No, it's not really mixed media, but it is not scrapbooking and it's not card making. Now, my idea at the end of this, when I fill this up, I may cut these out, use them as gift tags. I may make cards out of them. Now, it's a little bit difficult because I have done on both sides, but I might just come in and add sentiments too. But this is one of, I call it my Zen journal because I really do love doing it. Now, I did throw in some flowers. Actually, Carolyn, I don't know which one, but later in the year for Explore 2022, one of my classes will be a mandala drawing class. Yeah. So those are the completed ones. And then I've kind of got just some random ones that I haven't finished because these take me quite a while. I'll sit down and, put in all of my circles and then start drawing. And then I get bored and I put it down and I'll come back like 3 days later and start up again. But if you take a mandala class, oh my God, it's just the best thing ever. It's so good. I love doing it. And I'll give you one other quick, this is another journal. I don't even know how old this one is. I couldn't even tell you. This is one that I've kind of just, it's a lot of practice. Is it all pretty? No. Some of it's not even finished. Like I'll just clean off stencils in it. Some pages are done. Why is it not focusing? There we are. I don't know why it's, oh, there we are. So a lot of it is not, some of these were classes I taught too, but some of it was just me sitting down, just wanting to put something on a page. And, is it perfect? No, it's kind of falling apart. So it kind of just sits on my shelf. Some pages are thicker than others. Some are not quite finished. Some, I don't know what happened there. I couldn't tell you. Like this, I don't know what's happening. Again, cleaning off stencils. I do that a lot in my art journal where I'll clean off my stencils in them. This one just has some texture paste on it. I don't know what I was planning on doing there. Like I said, I have like, I don't know, 6 or 12 journals on the go right now. And I go to them for different reasons. That was a Tracy Scott one. This one, I don't know what I was doing. This journal probably goes back probably 6 years or 7 years. I don't craft on every page. I usually start in the middle and we'll kind of flip back and forth. That's why you'll come and you'll see like pages, there's stuff done on them. But also when I'm doing these, if I have a blank pages, I'll take it out, do it, and then I'll put it back in. Yeah. There you go. And journals in every size. This is probably one of my smallest ones that I kind of just started. I think I might have done this on a Monday Night Live. I don't remember. But yeah, small journal, big journal, journals for traveling, journals. Yeah. Okay, so that is it for Monday Night Live. It is almost 7:30, so I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please give our YouTube channel a follow. That's where you can find all these videos and you can go back and watch them whenever you want. And we have something special for you 1 week from tonight on Monday Night Live. It's actually going to be Nancy and I. We're going to split the screen. We're both going to be creating at the same time using the same products, and we'll see what we come up with. So next week is going to be a little bit fun and a little bit different. But yeah, if you're interested in any mixed media, you can come to the store. We've got lots of classes doing that. And for anyone wondering, I am planning a mandala drawing class during Explore 2023. And for the life of me, I don't remember the date. It could be, I think it's going to be the one in June, but there you go. Okay, perfect. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.